Hi, and welcome to Remodel Answers. Once again, we're here with Rob Gamble, and today we're going to talk about a subject that is really important because in today's economy, unfortunately, Rob, money has become a little bit tighter for everybody. So everyone, especially when it comes to home improvements and things that need to be done around the house, are looking for a deal. They're looking for a way to maximize their money, and sometimes, Rob, that's not the best thing, is it?
No. Unfortunately, that's something we're contending with these days. Is the competition? It's really tight right now because fact is, people do want usually the lowest price as they
Sure.
could get, and that affects a lot of things. I feel like the better contractors with skilled labor and proper insurances and things like that have a lot of overhead where some of these other people are just trying to survive,
Sure.
which I understand. But sometimes they're cutting corners. For example, some of their help might be undocumented help,
Mhm.
which cuts a lot of costs because the overhead just goes in half basically, and then they don't have insurances. They're paying people cash, and so these guys, a lot of homeowners are coming in. They see, I mean, I give estimates, and these guys are coming in, 20% cheaper and things like that. And well, I don't know how they're doing that because I know what it really takes to do the job right, and at the end of the day, what it really takes.
Sure.
So it's tough because I've had experiences where I went and estimated a job, did a really good job at doing that, and did it as good as I could price wise and getting the value. And you get other competition comes in, did it for cheaper, or say they will do it for cheaper. And one example is a job I estimated, it was a pretty large job, like $250,000, $300,000 job.
Mhm.
Well, the lady said, well, this other guy can do it for this. And I'd say, well, I don't know how he's doing that, but I couldn't do it. So this person actually got the job, and this person um, actually fired them on the job because she found out that he was paying this guy's cash,
Mhm.
and she wasn't getting what she expected on the job. And then my experience is also when I bid the job, I find out later that the homeowners are unhappy with the performance, the showing up of the job, quality, and at the end of the day, there's a lot of extras, which we try not to do unless it's something the homeowner specified. I would like to add this on.
Of course.
I've really, if you've talked to any of my referrals, they always say, we go the extra mile. Because at the end of the day, the job, there's a lot of little things that are involved. Even in a small bathroom versus a huge remodel, there's so many little things that we take care of, which affects the bottom line. So
Yeah.
I try to cover those bases when we do an estimate.
And so what you're saying is that if you're already cutting down to the bare bone, and maybe even a little bit less than the bone, uh, and then something else comes up, there's nothing that this person can do to absorb that. They have to pass it on to the homeowner, and that might be an unpleasant surprise.
It happens a lot, and I hear the stories after the fact, which affects my business because I really like to get the job, but I don't want to go to a homeowner and say I can do this for this, and I really know that I can't.
Hmm.
So I just want to. My bottom line is when I do a job, I want to have a really satisfied and happy customer that's going to refer me to their friends and relatives and say,
Sure.
these guys did a little extra stuff for me, and maybe they didn't charge me or they charged me very little. We ran into some problems, like we found some dry rot, which there's little things. Take care of that, but you really try to be fair with the homeowner.
Right.
And a lot of guys, in my experience, they come in, lowball the job, and then they change order.
Hmm.
Change order, change order, change order. And then at the end of the day, they're paying as much or more than my quote. It
Right.
really affects my business that way, though. But I like to keep it on the table.
Hmm. Well, we're going to come right back, and we're going to talk a little bit more about this sight unseen type of expenses that sometimes comes and bites the homeowners. So we'll be back in just a moment.